Hey, how's it going? My name is Shane, and welcome to the pilot episode of the podcast. Today, we are joined by an absolutely amazing guest, someone who I've been working with for 6 months now, I believe, or maybe a little bit longer.
Hey,
Polarsends. Hello, Polarsends. How's it going?
hey, thank you for having me on the pilot episode. I'm pretty happy to be here.
That's awesome. And you've been having a good day, yeah?
Yeah, woke
Abs-
up not too long ago, but yes, good day.
oh my God, I'm
Seems
sorry
sunny
if
enough.
I woke you up because I have been bugging you a little bit. I am aware of that.
Nah, don't worry about it.
So, Polar, you've been working on a new project that's been announced, I think, by the time this goes live today,
Oh, I
which is
sure
very
have.
interesting. And it's called Project Limitless, a complete remake of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which I've been
Yeah,
obviously watching the development pretty closely over the past few months, and every single time
indeed.
I've seen a new teaser or I've got a build, which absolutely, when you send me a build, is absolutely incredible. I have been just blown away. So, what is Limitless?
Okay, so, anyways, Limitless is, I don't quite know how to put this. We're trying to remake what people originally thought Security Breach was going to be. So we're going to take a lot of aspects from the sandbox cut, and we're going to randomize pretty much your game every single time you play. That's our main goal with Limitless, is to get a fully flowing, brand new experience every time you boot up the game. So that is what Limitless aims to do. We're also going to chuck in like some things from the books and also other aspects from other theories about the game before it launched into the mod. But our main goal with Limitless is to bring you a brand new experience every single time you play the game. So that is Limitless right now.
That is insane. So, I was actually going to ask what kind of sets you apart from everyone else, like Cook Content Restored and Blast to the Past. But I guess,
Yeah,
well, you've just answered right there. It is a new, it is a completely new experience when you're playing Limitless.
that's our goal. Like some things towards in development may change, but the one thing that will never change is our goal, which is making a proper, true, randomized sandbox experience for Security Breach.
Oh my lord, that is absolutely incredible. And you said that you're gonna have stuff from the books and stuff like that. How is that gonna look? Is that like
Yes.
lore, or is that what is that?
Some gameplay parts are planned right now. I've bought a few of the books and I've been doing a little bit of reading, and
Oh,
some gameplay will be adapted around some of the books and take some inspiration from there.
and do you think you could give us any examples of any
Mm,
elements?
not quite yet, but when I say I'm taking from the books, I'm taking like the scary parts from the books. I'm going to try and adapt them into
Oh,
the mod
okay. So
because
Limitless, from what I gather, from what I've been able to see, is a much more horror-oriented take on Security Breach. Am I correct on that?
oh yes, absolutely. I don't
Upping
know if
the
we're gonna.
horror.
I'm unsure if Game Banana, the for those that don't know, the place where we host mods on and for people to download, I'm not quite sure if I'll have to put an age restriction on it. I think I might have to.
So you were
That's
throwing all
but
caution to the
I'll
wind with this
have to
one.
read up about that, and it depends what goes into the mod. But we it's not going to be your family friendly experience for sure.
Okay,
That's
see,
not.
that shocked me because I didn't even know that, by the way, guys. Like, I know
No,
obviously more than most people, and I did not. Okay, that's exciting stuff. So,
I think it's because we have the freedom of being an independent team making a mod for a game instead of releasing a game. We don't have any because Security Breach originally had references to blood and gore and stuff, and they had to be scrapped to make age ratings and stuff. We don't have those restrictions, and I want to make Limitless a genuinely terrifying experience and one that feels real at the same time.
Okay, and obviously with that realism, I've been seeing a little bit when it comes to the graphics, which hopefully,
Yes.
I haven't seen the teasers yet. I assume there's some graphical,
Yeah,
showcasing. The graphics
there
in
will be.
this look amazing.
Yeah,
I've just been blown away because Security Breach already such a beautiful game, and
definitely.
Limitless just seems to up that so much.
It totally does. We've been experimenting with ways to make the game look really pretty, but also not cost any performance. Like, we're not going to force anyone to use ray tracing or anything, but it will still look very pretty and probably a upgrade from base game for sure.
Okay, so who is Polarsends?
So Polarsends is just my online persona that I go by. I think I made the name 7 years ago, and it's sitting in my car, thinking, "Oh, what should I name myself online?" And then Polar just came to mind. But what I do online right now is I started Security Breach modding about a year ago now. It would be a year.
Yes, I think
Oh my
it's actually
gosh,
been
it's
a
been
little
a
bit
year.
over a year, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it has. That's crazy. I started as a community member, and then you know, most cut content mods weren't out, so I set out to make a map mod just to hold everyone over until other mods released.
hmm
And then I just learned a lot, and now we're here. Basically, now I'm going to attempt a Security Breach remake with the team.
That
So
is
that's
so crazy to see how you've grown. Because I remember, like, when the cube came out, that was your
the cube.
first mod. It just added like a crappy little cube to the
A
lobby.
cube into the lobby.
Yeah, completely
Yeah.
untextured, just floating there. And then
Yeah.
just watching you go from that to the backstage to the Polar's custom map. Now to this, it's
Yeah.
like all within 1 year when there are people who've been doing this for how long has Security Breach been out now? Half a decade, almost half a decade.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
And they've been doing that for that long.
Definitely. It's just been crazy. It's been crazy.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, so to bring back to the question, who is Polarsends? I am just a guy online who likes to make mods for Security Breach, and I'm going to be attempting my most ambitious project yet. So yeah, that's Limitless.
That is amazing. Okay, so what does your sort of past in modding look like? Because obviously, aforementioned the cube and stuff like that. Was that your start, or did you have more Polar lore behind that in other games?
Funny thing is, that was completely my start. I am still finding out new things every day. I would say I'm still beginner to intermediate at modding. I just have seen the stuff that I've done in Limitless. And a reason why I've been holding off from revealing Limitless officially and properly for a long time is I wasn't sure what I was doing would be possible. But I am yet to encounter anything that's told me that I can't do what I'm planning to do. So I'm still a beginner to intermediate modder, I would say, but I think what I'm doing is achievable. And I'm going to be giving it my full best shot and have a team with me to help and support it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That would
But my past in modding is nothing. I have never done modding for games before. I've used Unreal Engine 5 a couple times for like environmental renders, but I've never interacted and modded game files before. So this is all really new to me.
It's crazy because it does not seem new to you. Seeing how fast you have done everything, how well it's also done. That would really suck, by the way, if you found out you've been working on this for 9 months. This is your baby, and then you find out you've run into an issue that can't be fixed. That would but that won't happen, right?
That's why. I hope not.
Yeah.
Because that's why I've been working on the mod for so long without any information is I'm just testing every system I need. Like we have a fully functional saving system that works alongside the original game saving system. So you don't have to select your saves or anything. You basically boot up into a whole different game at the moment when you're playing the mod, we were just testing to see if all of this was possible, and it is. So that's been so cool for us.
Okay, yeah, no, the save system was something I was pretty scared about, but when you said that a few months ago, that was definitely big confirmation. So, how long have you been working on Limitless?
So the announcement that I released that I was working on something was in September. So that's been a few months now that I've been chipping away at this elephant of a mod. Basically, when I posted that announcement was when I started working on it. So it is still quite new, and I'm still testing the waters. Some things are really subject to change right now, except the main goal, of course. But I've been working on it for a few months now, and it's looking pretty good and pretty promising as well.
It is looking very promising. It is. Once again, I'm sorry, I just can't get over how peak this mod is. Guys, you guys are in for so much, bro.
I cannot wait to reveal it. Well, by the time this interview is out, it should be revealed, but I still have to reveal it. So, I cannot wait to do that. It's going to be so cool. I'm really happy to see what people think.
And
I think
sorry,
one thing I want to add, and I think that sort of sets this out from other mods as well, is I don't want this mod to be like Limitless by Polarsends. Like, I want this to be a full community effort where everyone can get involved and people can chip in for what they want. And I don't want this to be a thing that, like, obviously I'm gonna use this if I need to go somewhere like a game studio. It's like, what's your prior experience? Like, oh yeah, I made Limitless or whatnot. But I don't want this to be about me.
Like Steelball Studios?
To be about, yeah, I want, hopefully, that'd be cool. Hit me up, Steelball, please.
Yeah?
But I don't want this to be about me. I want this to be about a full community effort into this mod. Like, most of the people on our team, I am the only person doing anything to do with Unreal Engine right now and actually making the mod. All of our team members are just smart, brilliant, creative minds that contribute so much just by being there, saying, hey, this thing should be added or that thing should be added. And hence in the name, because we're making a Security Breach remake, we are kind of limitless.
Yeah, we have been doing that. Yeah. I am a bit sorry, to be fair, because if you look back in the Polar's Custom Maps Discord channel, by the way, guys, link in the description, you will see that there is quite a few hints that we've been putting out to Limitless, which was not prompted by Polar.
Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I let the name kind of get leaked out there, but as I was saying, because this is a Security Breach remake, we are kind of limitless in what we want to add or do. The only thing that we are, like, constrained by is optimization and performance and time. But if there's, like, any ideas, we are rebuilding the game from the ground up. So if there's any ideas that people want, or any community members that want, like, their say in the mod, like, we are totally open to that. I want this to be not just a team effort, but a whole community effort. And I hope that this sort of mindset also reflects on other mods as well. So that's one of my goals as well with the more community side of this mod.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, there you go. I mean, you've heard it here first. Still, Jason Topolsky or anyone over at Still, if you're watching this, look at this man's portfolio. He's remaking your game. It's one man, and he's making it better than you. Anyway, sorry.
I'm not going to get hired now.
Oh yeah, no. He's like, guys,
No, I'm
actually,
kidding.
yeah. Yeah, we really have been teasing the name just a little bit, just
a bit.
Just a bit. Hey, you know what though? I mean, it's marketing, right? It's marketing.
Marketing. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, this is probably the last thing you've ever been thinking about at the moment.
Yeah.
Because right now you're in the midst of working on Limitless. But do you think maybe some point in the very, very well down the road, we'll ever see, the Limitless name, put on somewhere else? Ruin Limitless, Secret of the Mimic Limitless, Resident Evil 7 Limitless, please. I love that game.
Right. So I don't have any plans for myself doing this sort of concept for other games, but if there's other people that want to help or take it upon themselves to apply this sort of concept, I'm more than willing to share the information that I will be learning through doing this to Security Breach and help other people if they want to apply this sort of concept to other games as well. I want to make a lot of the information and things that I find out more publicly available than it is right now. So I don't think the same concept will be applied to other games by me yet. But if there's other people that want to step in that I know can do like a really good job of this sort of stuff to other games, I am more than happy to help out and do stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm not sure if it'll be applied by me, but if other people want to take initiative, go ahead.
Okay, I mean, that's awesome. And to hear that you're open, to working on other stuff by other people. Obviously, you've been working on some other stuff. I think you're in the credits of Cut Content Restored, which we won't talk about too much. And
I'm not going to take this interview as a chance to talk about the stuff that happened there. But
yeah, and
I am the logo creator for Cut Content Restored. So yeah,
and MJ's Airlocks Restored is the name of it. Yeah,
Pizzaplex Airlocks Restored.
That's it. Sorry. Oh my god. Which is a peak mod, by the way. I'm not saying it's not a peak mod.
I mean, there's so many mods. We have Cut Content Restored, Pizzaplex Airlocks Restored, Polar's Custom Maps. Like, we have a lot of, 3-word mods. Can we get rid of the 3-word mods, please?
That's true. I
that
like
sounds
the one
similar
word.
to each other.
Limitless. Yeah. It is a bit hard to sometimes keep up because you've got,
They all sound kind of the same. And they kind of vaguely do the similar things. So
CCR, ECM, all of those.
Yeah. Another thing with Limitless and my goal from the beginning. So I found it really funny when I got some claims from people that I was apparently stealing work or something like that for Limitless. My goal for Limitless is to make this so different and far apart from what's out there that it just can't really be compared. Like, there will be some people that just don't like how Limitless is played and would prefer other mods. Like, that's totally in the design of Limitless. Some people don't want Sandbox. That's fine. I want Sandbox. That's why I'm making it, So it's totally in our design to have this as different as we possibly can make it, so there's no sort of clashing between mods and things like that, because that's been a really big problem and for the community's sake as of recent, for sure.
It has. So, I've definitely been looking, like, whenever a new mod comes out, and I do play it, or I watch like Astral Spiff play it or something, and I'm like, wait a minute, isn't that just that other mod? That's slightly different. It's cool that Limitless is very different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely very unique, and I do want to circle back. Sorry, a little. I did have a follow-up question. I forgot it. I was kind of punching myself.
Yeah, no worries.
It's really cool that you've kind of stepped away from the past. I'm not saying the past was bad. The past was still peak. But,
Yeah.
you know, all your mods so far have been Polar's custom maps, Polar's custom mechanics.
Yeah.
This is everybody's Limitless.
Exactly. I do not want this to be a sole effort. Like, obviously, right now I'm the only one making it, but I do not want this. Like, that does not mean it's been a sole effort. Like, we had a whole area last night just get revamped entirely into something so amazing, just because someone was like, "Don't release that as a teaser. I think we can make it better. Here's how." You know, like without that, a teaser would have gone out. That would have been, looking back on it, mediocre. I thought it was good, but now seeing what we have now, it's like, okay, yeah, I understand it now. Our map design was not, it was good, but it just didn't really make sense. So someone helped us make it make sense. So it's not a sole effort from me, and it's not Polar's Limitless. It's everyone's Limitless.
Everyone is Limitless. Is that the
everyone
tag?
Everyone is Limitless.
It's like Smash 6.
Shit, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
Oh, there we go, guys. That's
like
the tag. Hire me. Actually, wait, I'm already hired. Yeah, you got this big ass team, and then there's this me and I feel really Whisper,
yeah.
Whisper. They're just the two playtesters who just sort of beg for new content every once in a while. But hey, we do a bit of work.
You guys do play an important role, though, because we have people here that aren't necessarily developers that can play with the eye of a community member, looking out for this, like the mod's already sort of released and can give good feedback on stuff. And that's, like, you guys do play an important role. So it's not like I mean, heck, we will pretty much take anyone at this point, but it's... But like, don't underestimate you guys and what you guys do, because you guys also play a role as well.
Well, thank you. I mean, if there's if you will take anyone, there's a homeless crackhead called Graham that's outside my local Greg's. So
can he? Does he have a PC? Can he game?
I don't. I'm gonna take it. I don't think so.
You can play Limitless on the library PCs. It's all good.
That's true. All right, Graham, if you're watching this, then grab your Greg's sausage roll and head over to the library.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. Sorry. Did you were?
I forgot what I was talking about fully.
That's fine. I just started rambling about homeless crackheads. If you can't tell, this is my first ever time doing it. Actually, this isn't our first ever time doing an interview, is it?
Gosh, the old interview is going to be so outdated by now.
Yeah, you know what's great? So, for a bit of context, guys, this podcast has been in the works now to some degree for 9 months, I think. I think 9 months. It's our baby, and Polar was always meant to be the first person, but it was originally just meant to be a video, and now it's sort of grown a little bit. And we recorded 2 interviews. We did one after about 3 months of planning, and I went to go listen back to it, and I was super happy with it. And what happened? Oh, I got coconut mold.
We got coconut mold.
We got coconut mold
playing in the background of the whole interview.
The whole thing.
I thought you were just because I could hear it, and I just thought you were setting the scene with some nice background noise. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I accidentally left it on from my stream the night before. And, Polar was super nice though. We re-recorded it very quickly, but then the video got delayed too much, and well, now that will probably never be seen. You know what is really funny though, Polar? You know what? I was actually thinking about it earlier. In that video, I was asking... I said, Secret of the Mimic is only 41 days away from now. And, will you be modding it?
Whoa!
Yeah.
That's been age. That was ages ago.
Almost 7 months ago we recorded that.
Wow, that's That's insane.
It's pretty crazy. So I think 9-10 months this has been coming. So get good ratings on the pilot episode, guys, and maybe we'll do more. Hopefully.
Oh yes, definitely.
So I don't know if you can really answer this one, but
Right.
how much more content? So take Security Breach as a game. How much more content in terms of multiples is in Limitless?
So, I don't know how I answer this one because it will take Security Breach as you know it, throw it in the bin, and then think of it just entirely differently. That's Limitless. We may have some similar aspects from some of the missions there, but right now the gameplay loop is for missions to more so play sort of like side quests that are more randomly generated, like go here to get this thing, to go do this, and then here's a cutscene, or oh crap, you've just, I don't know, destroyed a part of the Pizzaplex or something. That's going to affect you in gameplay. It's that sort of thing. Where the missions aren't really necessary, but if you want to get items and you want to unlock more gameplay and you want to do stuff, you will do these sort of side quests, and your map is going to play a much bigger role in Limitless than it does in Security Breach, because I think it would be kind of hard for people to just sort of figure stuff out. So if you're stuck at points during the game, you just check your map, there'll be markers and things for you to do.
Okay, so this will finally actually give reason for the map.
Yes.
Because totally, I think, fully. As a Security Breach player, I think I've opened the map a grand total of about 3 times.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
it's quite useless in base game, kind of.
It is super useless, and especially the camera. Will we have more camera functionality? Can you tell us that?
I'm not quite sure. There's been some things that we've discussed with how we're going to handle cameras in the mod.
Okay.
There's been a few ideas, but nothing's concrete on that yet. But I don't think we're going to cut cameras or anything like that.
So. Okay, well, I mean, yeah, that's maybe like a little like Rainbow Six Siege sort of rover.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't want to say. I don't want to. Yeah. Well, how many people have you killed?
Like probably 27.
27 rookie numbers. Are you joking? Only 27. I thought you were Australian. Oh, not Australian. New Zealand. What is?
We just call it. I don't know why we call it. Can't English. We call each other Kiwis for some reason.
Oh, Kiwis. That's it. Yeah, I thought you were a Kiwi. Yeah. You're meant to be. You're meant to.
Oh yeah.
Ain't you guys super like?
Murder everyone on sight.
Yeah. I don't know. By the way, if you are from New Zealand, this means no. We have this message is certified by a New Zealander, isn't it? This is
exactly. So if there's any New Zealanders getting offended, don't be.
Don't be.
I'm from New Zealand.
The last few interviews were much more offensive than this. I am actually super glad we never put them out because yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've just remembered a few things. Anyway.
Oh my god. Anyway.
So when do you think we can expect more news? Obviously the teasers came out today, or hopefully today by the time that this comes out.
Hopefully, yes.
Hopefully, but yeah.
More news. So the devlog style thing will be returning now in full functionality. The reason why I've laid off devlog and stuff is obviously because I haven't announced this mod and I wasn't sure how possible it would be. But now the devlog sort of things are going to be in full swing again. Sort of how my old mod, Polar's Custom Maps, was operating where it was really open. So that's gonna return, and we're gonna show off more stuff. We won't. I don't know how to put this. It won't be as open because we're not. A lot of stuff will change in the mod, so we won't show stuff we're not certain on. But things like mechanics, other things like that, you'll be able to see them in my Discord server being revealed as development prototypes and things like that. So that will open up again. So for news,
Okay.
you can see stuff soon after these teasers. I just wanted to get this mod officially announced with its goal, and then we can go back to how stuff used to be. So yeah,
That's
it'd be bad if I was teasing stuff in the devlog and devlog is like, sorry guys, mods can't do it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty exciting because Polar's custom maps, what really set it aside is that it was so open. You were not
I think
gatekeeping
that's
anything.
what made it. No, I think that's what made it different as well, because the mods prior beforehand, all respect to them, and I mean, I work for some of them, so I understand why they do this, but their development took a lot more of a closed style where you'd get like teasers, like very rarely, but when you got the teasers, they were good teasers, you know. But it was quite closed, and so that's what I wanted to do with Polar's custom maps, was just take it to a big open sort of thing, and I'll be doing something like quite similar with Limitless as well. It won't. I don't think it'll be as open, because I remember showing some stuff in devlog for Polar's custom maps that never actually made it into the mod. Trying to get that stuff in Limitless now, so I can't say that I just teased stuff that never came. But yeah, you will get devlogs and stuff again of our progress and things like that. So yeah, news will be pretty soon, I'd say. It'll
That's
start
very exciting.
now.
That is absolutely super, because I've really missed waking up and you know, seeing like,
checking
oh
devlog,
wow,
being like, oh, new things coming to Security Breach. You know,
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
exactly.
The
Now,
only the sad thing about Limitless for me is the fact that Polar's custom. So there's like the only thing that I am not enjoying about Limitless as it stands, and that's the fact that, unlike Polar's custom maps, it's a thing that kind of has to be released all at once. It's not something we can really release unfinished, you know? We can't release half of Limitless and then a little bit more in a patch and then a little bit more in a patch.
yeah,
It needs to come out as one thing. Whether Polar's custom maps, it would have updates, new areas now, new areas now, new areas now, and I will miss that. But yeah, I think to compensate for it, I'll try and do like open betas for people that want to sign up as playtesters for Limitless, because I'll do that stuff in the sort of future, I am thinking, because I do want people to be involved still, like it was for Polar's custom maps, but I know that the mod has to officially release properly, you know? And as to when that releases, I'm not sure what it's going to look like, and I'm not sure when it will be. So it's still a long time from now. But also the good thing about Limitless as well is, because it's a full game remake, we're not dealing with any of Steelwool's code. We can track our progress super easily. Like, if you just play Limitless, you can see what we need to do, what needs to be created, what needs to be reworked, what needs to be fixed. It's all there in one chunk. For a little bit of an insider's view, I know that, and this applies to PAR and things like that, Pedsplex Airlocks Restored. When you're working on a mod for the normal game, you have to sort of spread out your work between a lot of different Unreal Engine projects and a lot of different files and a whole bunch of things like that.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how you get stuff into the game. But because we're doing a remake where all of the code is our own, it's all easily accessible and really easy to change. Anything we want to make, we can just make on the spot, and it's just there. So while I don't know when release date is going to be, and I don't know what release is going to look like and how much will stay in the mod specifically, except for the main goal. That's never changing. I do know that we can track our project progress really easily. So that's one upside.
That is awesome. Yeah, because I mean, obviously, no hate to Steelwool. Steelwool are all obviously incredible. Bit of PR so you can get so you can get employed. They're all incredible, but Security Breach was their first big real game of that size. Yes. Yeah, so their code was maybe not up to par. Pun absolutely intended, by the way, PAR. With maybe what Limitless is trying to do.
Yeah, so it's not so much like their code is really good. It's really easy to mod the base game if you're adding new stuff. The problem that we have actually resides within Unreal Engine and dealing with Security Breach.
I apologize, Steelwool.
It's a little bit of Steelwool, but it's also a lot of Unreal Engine, because if we were able to just access Security Breach's code, that would mean the game was open source. And the game is not open source. So any code that we access, we can't actually access the game's code. So we have to make workarounds and things if we're dealing with the actual game. And a method that was recently discovered is we were able to sort of data mine what the code looks like when it's been put into the game. And then, I don't know how to explain this in a way that's sort of friendly to viewers, but we use a tool to get graphs of the existing game code. We have to translate that code and those graphs into game code and remake whatever game code we want to change fully and entirely from graphs. And then once we've remade the code we want to change, that's when we can do our changes. So it's a really big process to sort of manipulate and change Steelwool's code.
That's so smart. That's far above my...
I don't know how people figured that out, by the way. Like, someone knew way too much about Unreal Engine. It's like, oh yeah, the code gets extracted into this format, and then you can decrypt this format into this format, and then remake the code, and then change the code. And it's like, oh my gosh.
That is insane.
Anyways, the good part about Limitless is we can just avoid that entirely and just make code however we want. So we don't have to do any of that.
So very unrestricted. Very, very unrestricted
Limitless,
mod here.
if you will.
I like that. Yeah, a bit limitless. So
Limitless was originally just supposed to be the project name until we found something better, but it just stuck. It just really stuck. So Limitless just became the final.
Okay, so everything is subject to change, but I'm guessing the name you're pretty happy with that now.
Gosh, man, I've spent a month on the name. I just could not find a name. I didn't want to do like a Security Breach remake because we already have like Remains and Reconstructed and this, I didn't want like a re-word, And there just really weren't any good names, and Limitless just described what we were doing perfectly. And
that's true.
It's a sandbox mod, but it's also not a sandbox mod at the same time. Like, you will have a sandbox gameplay, but it's not the sandbox theory that was proposed that Security Breach originally was. We're also taking the sandbox theory and then just, I don't know, throwing cocaine in the mix, and then and then that's our mod. So yeah.
So I know they're I don't know how much I can really say about this. A bit ambiguous.
Right.
But I know there is some other like really cool stuff that you have shown me, such as like new music for the mod, maybe.
Yeah. No, you can reveal that. It's good. It's all good.
It's all good again.
There will be new music for the mod. Yes.
So that's awesome. So you're really doing something that's never been done before, because the other mods are mostly just map mods. But
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. I would say for released mods, cut content restored is probably the most, probably the biggest right now. But even then, I've seen some feedback of it from other people, and it I think the general consensus was it was really cool, but it was mainly just maps, which is kind of
Yeah.
what we already had. But there are definitely go check out for the viewers. Definitely go check out Cut Content Restored. It has some cool mission stuff, and I think the nighttime mode on it is really cool. So I will give it that little plug. Yeah, but yeah,
Okay,
I
that's
think it's worth checking out. But yeah, I think yo. I've forgotten the original question. I've forgotten where I was going with that
you want me to be
entirely.
honest, that's one of the questions I didn't write down.
Right, okay.
That question will be lost to time forever. You'll have to figure out. Oh, there's more content apart from just maps, like soundtracks and stuff.
Oh, well, absolutely. Yeah, Limitless is pretty much 99% new. Like, there's nothing to do with. Like, there will be cut content in the mod, which just improves the gameplay, but it's not aiming to be a cut content mod. We are doing this fully just what people want to see in Security Breach, what I want to see, what team members want to see. They're pretty much 99% of it will be new. So yeah, that goes for the code as well. It's just going to be entirely a refresh of everything.
So it will run a bit better than Security Breach, hopefully.
At the moment, it does run better than Security Breach, standard Security Breach for me. I get a lot more FPS in the areas using Limitless. I don't know how much that will change, but I know because we have it running this well right now, it means if anything gets thrown into the mix which screws with those nice frame rates, I can change that. So yeah.
Oh, because it's obviously your code. That's awesome. That
Yeah,
is
exactly.
really cool. Like,
Yeah.
Limitless, right? I mean,
Limitless.
it's in the name.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, how does this game look for sort of, I'm calling it a game. I mean, I guess it is its own game, right? But how does this...
Well, I would say it's kind of a grey point because it is a mod. But the thing is, if you took this out of a mod, it could be its own fan game. You basically install this mod, and this mod runs a script to run a fan game inside of Security Breach. That's what it's doing.
Mad!
So
never been done before. With any game, I can't imagine any mod that's done this before, ever. I'm sure there'll be someone who tell me I'm wrong, but personally. So how does this mod look for, what's the word? Accessibility, you know? Does it have all the bells and whistles of controller support? Maybe VR support? I don't know, you know?
I wouldn't count on VR support. Controller support is something I will definitely aim towards, but like right now there's zero controller support because when we're remaking everything, I mean, we are remaking everything. Like, I've had to remake the player and the way the camera view bobs and the way you actually walk around in the game, you know? Right now, it's only binded to keyboard controls. Controller support is something I feel like I can go back and add sort of later, but I wouldn't really count on it right now. It's just it's something that we'll tackle further down the line for now.
Okay, so keep an eye out for that on my controller players. I'm gonna take
I'm sorry, controller. I'm not sure about controller players. I'm very sorry.
Okay, well, I am going to take a little bit of a stab and say, you know, if you're a controller player who's not on PC, if you're a PlayStation or Xbox guy or a Switch guy, I don't think you're going to be getting Limitless unless, you know, you can illegally get it, but I don't condone that. That's not condoned by the Sergeant Shayne or Polarsends brand.
No, there's definitely no plans for Limitless to somehow be a console port or anything like that. I don't think, because I think the way consoles packaged is just entirely different to how the PC game is packaged to do with Unreal Engine and everything that we do to modify it. So right now, no plans for any console ports or anything like that.
Which is to be expected. I don't know how that would even work, really.
I wish we could, but I just don't think that's actually
possible.
I think Limitless has found a limit.
No!
But, yeah.
Limited! We've got to change the name. It's limited.
Limited.
Yes. Oh,
limited
for God's
PC,
sake. Maybe on the Steam machine, though, right? Depending on how
Actually, that might be a possibility. I know some people will run it on Steam Decks. They run mods on Steam Decks. So Steam Decks, I think, yet again, it might be a bit weird because I know people have ran mods on Steam Decks and then complained about bugs. So I wouldn't count on it, but it might be possible. It might be. I don't know. I don't have a Steam Deck, so I can't really test or tell. So yeah.
We're still discovering the limits of
we are discovering the limits of Limitless.
Yes.
From what I can tell and early on, and the reason why I've given it Limitless is because the limits that I have on this mod compared to other mods, or like mods that actually modify the game itself instead of scrapping everything and starting fresh, like the limits that I had before are pretty much every single one is just fully gone. So, and it also means there used to be a whole bunch of Unreal Engine errors that you would get trying to modify anything to do with security breach. And now, because it's all of my own assets and all of my own code, that's just non-existent. So it means development also speeds up so much. So yeah.
So, Polar, will this be the biggest security breach mod at this point?
Guys, look at me! I'm making the biggest security mod, guys. Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
We gotta clickbait it a little bit. We gotta clickbait it a little bit,
guys. I'm making the biggest security breach mod. Now this is a really hard question. So this is, I would say, I'm not sure if I'd say the biggest. I think Blast of the Past is aiming really big, and I would say Blast of the Past is a mod much harder and takes a lot more effort to develop than this mod because they are making so many changes to the original game. And I've kind of, with developing this mod, I've kind of pulled a sort of, it's somewhat like, how do I put this? Avoiding the game itself and turning it into something new is actually easier than dealing with the current game, at least for me. So I have copious amount of respect for those that wish to deal with the current game, like Remains, Blast of the Past, stuff like that, you know? I think this mod will be a first for many, many, many things, but in terms of, it might be the, it could possibly be the biggest in terms of what it adds, but in terms of development to the other mods, I think more work will be put into things like Blast of the Past and Remains because they have to deal with all the caveats, which is dealing with actual security breach. Whether I'm just going, run a script to just kill everything and start everything from scratch, you know? See, I kind of get off easy in a weird sort of way. So I might be adding in a whole bunch of new things and whatnot, but I would say, I would think the biggest mod for security breach should go to Remains or Blast of the Past, not for Limitless, because it's its own sort of thing.
So humble. It's its own sort of accolade within itself, though. Being the first to sort of step up and do something new, and you know, it opens the doors. Maybe we'll see future Limitlesses made by other people who were inspired by the pioneer.
I do plan to make as much of the important stuff in Limitless as I can open source for other modders to modify, if the modding scene is still going by the time Limitless releases.
Hopefully.
So, that would be cool.
Hopefully. I can only hope that they will, you know, we'll have more
Yeah.
mods coming out or a little
That would be
resurgence. So,
Yes,
is
that would
this
be amazing.
mod aimed? And you can answer this truthfully.
Yeah.
Is this art mod aimed more towards casual mod players who are going to experience it? Maybe some first timers, maybe some people who have played mods before, or is this going to be aimed more towards a sort of Twitch streamer and YouTuber demographic of, because you like you were saying, not everyone's going to be able to play this mod maybe because of age restrictions. Do you think people who are going to be watching Limitless through their favourite streamer, I'm sure, it's such a crazy thing, Astral Spiff, backseat streams, David Barron maybe will play it, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything too much, but you guys should. Do you think people watching them will enjoy it as much as the people playing it?
I think so. Yeah, I would say the target audience is like we'll make it with the age restriction things. That's not confirmed. We'll tone it back. I do want it to be a lot more psychological than security breach. If I have to do an age restriction thing, I'll try and avoid it. But it's a possibility for this mod, though. However, I think that the target audience for this mod is people that are sort of a bit tired of the cut content stuff and want a completely fresh experience that they know nothing of.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. So I think it's definitely targeted towards players a lot more. I think I want to target it a lot more towards the actual experience normal people are receiving. I think that's probably the best way to go about things in terms of making it something that is cool and something that lasts kind of within the community and something that isn't just shrugged off as, oh, this is just appealing to streamers or YouTubers, and it's bad,
Yeah, just one quick video and then it's over, right?
Exactly. Oh, I'm gonna add Burn Trap and Moon and Vanny and this all in a same spot, and I'll have them in one cutscene for the game, and then there'll be nothing. So
that was just
YouTubers can just clickbait it, just one thumbnail. Oh my god, this mod is crazy.
Yeah, we're like the end game of security breach.
Yeah,
them all coming out like
stuff
balls.
like that. Yeah, totally. That would be so funny. No, I'm definitely not aiming for that sort of stuff. Like anything you see in gameplay is legit and it's not gonna be just appealed to a one-off. Oh my god, this person is in the game and then gone. Kinda. Dude, I want to talk so badly about other mods right now, but I'm gonna stay quiet. There's just some things that are just nah, never mind.
Okay, all right. I don't want to poke and prod too much on that because I know some exclusive things that even I don't know.
I will. Yeah, I will say, and I don't mean to throw shade in any way towards CCR.
Ooh.
I don't want to put this mod down because I think it's really good and does what it does really well. But I do remember some stuff. Look, I'm sure this has happened with Pi and probably PCM at points as well. So I'm really trying not to throw shade here. I do remember there was some people asking if Shattered Freddy was going to be in the mod, and then Shattered Freddy was kind of hyped up in CCR a bit, and it turned out that he was never in game and he was just in a static pose in the character gallery. Stuff I'm trying not to throw shade. I'm just going to try and use this as an example as what Limitless is not wanting to do. We're not trying to do stuff like that and be like, oh yes, this person is in the mod, and then it just shows up once, sort of thing.
Okay.
We want to make sure that, and yet again, we're Limitless. We're making a whole different game here with no restrictions, so whatever we want is possible. We're not trying to just do one-off little things. We're trying to do consistency and not whatever you I don't know how to put this. I actually can't English this well enough. But I think you get it. Just we're not trying to appeal with short little. This thing will be in the mod, and then it appears once. Like the stuff that we announce should be important enough to be reoccurring in the mod. So
this is an experience, not just a little one-off. Get your thumbnail.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, I think that's the best way to go around it. And obviously, this is, I guess, kind of a super game in a way, because from the way you've explained it to me, at least, you can replay this game a lot.
Yes, the main goal is replayability.
Well, there you go then.
That's what we want.
So, you know, this hopefully will have a lot of replayability and people will be able to enjoy this for a long time to come instead of just YouTubers making one video on it, which is a good video, I'm sure, but, and then it just sort of being forgotten as that little mod that came out once.
Exactly. Like, I don't care if Limitless gets forgotten or whatnot. I think that the death and failure of many mods that I've seen is they take themselves that I've seen in this community is I think people take themselves a little bit too seriously and get way too hung up on the popularity side of things. Obviously Spiff's new video as it stands was released yesterday, 500,000 views on a mod. That's a big deal, right?
500,000? Is that what that video's at now?
Yeah, 500,000 views,
Wow!
That's crazy.
That is insane.
So yes, when these mods do come out, they do get popular, and they are good things to put on portfolios, CVs, things like that. But at the end of the day, no one's been paid in this community ever outside of commissioning stuff. And that's the only thing there is to gain. And I feel like people just take that way too seriously, and it just gets into people's heads so much. I mean, recent dramas that you'll know about in the community, I personally believe stemmed from a lot of that. And I mean, the people admitted that that was the issue they had, which caused them to do such things in this community. And I think Limitless is trying to make an effort to include everyone and try and not make this about one person, is my sort of goal. I don't want this to be a popularity contest, this mod versus this mod sort of thing. That's totally what I want to avoid, and why I'm kind of also doing Limitless. Because there's I know I'm waffling, and I've been waffling this whole
time. No, that's fine. That's absolutely
more content future.
Yeah, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Bulking it out.
Yeah. So, I have, during Limitless development, I've been contemplating the sort of sequel to PCM or whatnot, just something that's more polished, because how do I put it? I have a lot more experience. When I was making Polar's custom maps, I was still learning and still didn't know things. And as I was developing and releasing updates, I was learning how to improve it at the same time. So there's a lot of bugs and stuff with the mod that stand at current, because there's stuff that I was not aware of while developing. So there's contemplation from me about whether I make a mod for the game again that adds custom areas, and I try to change some missions in the game. But I feel like that time has kind of passed now, in a weird sort of way.
Okay.
I don't think it would be beneficial for me to do that, and I don't think it would be beneficial for the community either. I think it's just, oh, cool, there's another contender again. And it's the same thing that I did this whole entire year that I'm going to take to doing next year, and then I've gone nowhere, and I'm just making another mod, which is, I don't know, I would try to make it have really good performance, unlike what we've seen, because I do know methods now to eliminate loading screens and get areas to load seamlessly. But I just think it's worth focusing it more on Limitless.
Yeah, for sure. I think PCM isn't perfect.
It had its time.
Yeah, it's its own little art form in its own little time bubble, and I think to tamper with it now, I don't know. I mean, obviously, if a new PCM update, I'll never reverse to it, but you know,
I'm trying to cut out.
Oh,
yeah, for some reason
that should have been fine on the recording.
You're back now.
Yeah, by the way, guys, I still am dealing with a few Wi-Fi issues, so I probably will be cutting out. You probably heard Polar cut out a few little times, but all the gist should be there. Yeah, you know, it is its own little art form, and it's of its own little time, and to mess with it now may kind of ruin it a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, it's also like it was never supposed to be a permanent thing, and then it got treated like it was a permanent thing because it got so popular.
Oh yeah,
it was never. I tried to make it clear, but I think people were misinformed that PCM Polar's custom maps was never supposed to. It was always supposed to be a temporary hold off until you see other mods. So
see, I never knew that until now. You're like,
yeah,
that's kind of crazy because at one point, and even I don't know, I mean, CCR is definitely in the spotlight right now, but at one point, you were definitely at the very tippity top of the community, of the modding community. You know, if you were thinking of a modder, you were thinking of Polarsends, and Limitless probably bring that back.
I think it was just because the PCM Polar's custom maps was the only thing that restored those maps. Like we had those maps for so long, just sitting in the files, like for 3 years. And not one person had modded it into the game. I mean, they had, but it was just all like it was going to remains or blast of the past, and they were waiting until their stuff was proper and finished. Which there's no problem with that, but I just wanted to play with the maps now, like, you know, like, I wanted it now.
I mean,
that was just the whole thing, and I think in the description of PCM, if it's unchanged, I'm not sure if I changed it, but I think it used to say, this is a mod just designed to hold people off until bigger mods release or something like that. But that was the goal. So yeah, because I knew I was a beginner. So yeah, I'm just surprised it blew up into what it was.
I mean, I guess we'll never see it the same because you're the modder and I'm not. But personally, I don't see a way it couldn't have blew up. I mean, it was massive.
I didn't expect it to blow up. I don't know why. I was doing this for fun because I was just getting excited every time that I could walk around in one of these areas, you know? So, yeah, for it to... Yeah, I mean, it kind of just started this whole movement. Like, now we have Petsplex Airlocks Restored, which was inspired by it. I try out with Petsplex Airlocks Restored when I can. You know, now we have Also Cut Content Restored, which was its own thing. Not gonna get into that.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know what you're referring to. Yeah.
But you know, it started some pretty big stuff.
It really did. It's definitely started a resurgence at the right time because before PCM, it was a very quiet community, and then PCM came out, and it was like, wow, security reach modding is back, and it was better than ever, and it still is better than ever. And hopefully we'll continue to come back and be better than ever.
I'm so happy about. So yeah, and like I know like Polar's custom maps like put me at the top for a while, and now like Fred Milk's getting the spotlight for CCR and whatnot. But I don't want Limitless to be about spotlights or popularity or this mod is the best mod versus this mod and this mod. Like it's also deliberately I'm making it different enough so it's, I think I've said before in the interview, different enough that it's its own separate sort of thing.
Yeah,
like, I'm trying to make this as not spotlightish as possible. Like, I'll credit people and myself for the work that I and other people have done, but like, this should not be something that causes drama. And if it does, like something's wrong, you know?
Yeah. Hopefully it won't cause any drama, unlike
there's been very minor things that I've had to deal with behind the scenes to do with Limitless, but like there was, I'm just trying to figure out if I should comment on this or not.
Uh-oh.
There was like apparently lighting that I had stolen, which was actually from the files, and it was just someone kind of wanting their mod to be the one that releases with that thing first, and it was like, bro, you don't even know what Limitless is about. You don't even know that the screenshot of this area isn't even running in security breach. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Just things like that. I've had some accusations of stealing which were kind of false because there's nothing to steal. The cut content featured in Limitless is from the files with some custom things that I've done to areas. There's nothing to steal. There's no reason for me to steal from another mod because how am I supposed to? This is a whole different game. Like,
Yeah.
what? So, yeah, there's been some very minor dramas about it, but I'm not concerned, and I don't think there will be any big stuff with it. And I've been in this community for a year, dealt with Polar's custom apps and everything that took on. We're equipped, we're ready, we can deal with pretty much anything, and
Ooh.
yeah, I'm happy. So
Polar's custom aura we've got right now. So as we near the end, I have one final question for you, Polar. The question that I imagine we're going to be clickbaiting a little bit. The question everybody's been waiting for. Polar, hopefully today, Limitless, Project Limitless was officially announced.
Yeah. Released. Why did I say released?
No, not released. It was not released. Don't check Game Banana. Announced. Do we have any exclusive news that is not in any of the teasers Polarsends?
You're going to see the exterior of the Pizzaplex for sure, and there will be some daytime gameplay.
Oh my god! Daytime?
So, yeah. And this is a technology that we have to look into a little bit more, so I can't quite deliver any promises, but we are looking at crowd simulation right now in the mod as it stands.
Rose.
So that's something that I can't fully add the guarantees on. Like, this is just very early. We're programming it soon because it's to do with some prologue aspects of the game.
We have a prologue.
Yeah, a little bit. Yes, it's being developed now. So, I won't deliver the promises. The exterior of the Pizzaplex, yes, that's being modeled, and has a model right now. Daytime is planned, and we have got some of the technology working for it in game. But I won't hold myself to that, but it's likely.
Remember, guys, everything is subject to change.
Subjective to change. This is a huge project. It's like, we're remaking an entire game. I'm a intermediate programmer, and I am one person trying to program a game from scratch. So, like, you guys will have to bear with me, and there might be some changes along the way. I will try to get release as polished as possible, but I'll definitely try to get it as polished as possible. But we're just so early, I can't guarantee anything other than the goal for this mod is to give you a randomized sandbox experience every single time you play. So
hopefully that's
the only guarantee I can make.
Hopefully that was what you guys were fiending for a little bit there. Bit of news.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Good. Very excited. Crowd simulation sounds very, very fun.
The most exclusive news that I think that I can deliver is that some stuff like that and fun, cool other events are being planned. So it will be a very, very different game.
Okay. Well, Polar, I am very honored that you were willing to do this, and obviously we started doing this 9 months ago.
I really hope that I didn't go off track of the questions too much because, like, I gave you a lot, man. I hope you can edit this well.
We can edit this. Do not worry. That's absolutely fine. Well, everybody, thank you for watching the pilot episode of the podcast. About 9-10 months in the work.
Yes.
Now, many changes.
Yeah.
I am Sergeant Shayne. You can catch me on Twitch and YouTube under the same names. You can also join my subreddit. All of those are linked in the description. What else is linked in the description is the Discord server of the absolutely amazing Polarsends Custom Matt, who of course we were interviewing today. And there will also be when it comes out, the Game Banana page for Limitless, which isn't out at the moment, but when that does come out, if you're watching this when it does come out, then you'll be able to go to the description, and that will be there.
Absolutely.
But thank you, Polar, so much for doing this. You're an absolute legend.
No worries.
And
I love doing these interviews. They're so fun.
Thank you. Well, hopefully no Coconut Mall this time. And
no Coconut Mall.
No Coconut Mall. And I will see you when I see you. Have a good one, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.